Hello everyone, thank you for having me. I am Risma. I'm here. I want to talk something about what's happening right now. Now, I've sat in the Oval Office with both of the men who were running for president, and just in case you couldn't tell, they are very different people. I didn't think that Donald Trump would embrace my vision of my police, but I did hope for the country's sake that he might show some interest in taking a job seriously. But he didn't. He wasn't show any interest in doing the work or helping anybody but himself and his friends, or treating the presidency more than a reality show that can give him the attention that he craves and does crave attention. This week, with everything that's happening, you know what he broke up? He was fussing about the crowd side at the inauguration again, saying he was bigger. Who is thinking about that right now? Nobody except him. Nobody. Yes, but the rest of us have to live with the consequences. More than 225,000 people in this country are dead. More than 100,000 small businesses have closed. 500,000 jobs are gone in Florida alone. Think about it. And you know what? Closing argument? That people are too focused on COVID. He said this at one of his rallies. COVID, and COVID. He's complaining. He's jealous of COVID's media coverage.
And he said that he doesn't do these kind of rallies because of COVID, No, he doesn't do that because nobody shows up. That's why. Nobody shows up. COVID, COVID, COVID. That's all they talk about, the fake news. COVID, COVID, COVID. That's all they talk about, what progress we've made on it too.
If he had been focused on COVID from the beginning, cases wouldn't be reaching new record heights across the country this week. If we were focused on COVID now, the White House wouldn't be having its second outbreak in a month in the White House. Let me say this. I lived in the White House for a while. It's controlled environment. You can take some preventive measures in the White House to avoid getting sick, except this guy can't seem to do it. He turned the White House into a hot zone. Some of the places he holds rallies have seen new spikes right after he leaves town, and over the weekend his chief of staff said, and I'm quoting here, I'm not making this up. His chief of staff on a news program said, we're not going to control the pandemic. He just said this. This is your vote, and guess what? We need all of you to vote. Now it's not a time to feel confident and sit back. Right now, it's time for action. It's time to muster all of our energy, every ounce of us, every ounce of hope and optimism and enthusiasm, every ounce of fear and frustration and discouragement. Now is the time to show up and vote like this country depends on it. Because it does. We need you. We need your family. We need your friend. We need your heart. Vote like your life depends on it. Or vote like your children's life depends on it, because it does. Yeah, because they do. And to all the women and to all the men with daughters and sisters and mothers, everybody, no matter how you identify, now it's your chance to vote against Donald Trump, a man who believes his frames gives him the right to grab one of your daughters or sisters or mothers or wives by any part of their bodies. Now, in response, you may seek to vent your anger, or worse, to turn away from politics, because it can be rotten and rude as you've always believed. But I implore each of you not to give in to that anger or apathy, but instead turn to action, because the antidote to injustice is progress. The cure to this malpractice is a fight for fairness in every election, held in every law passed, in every decision made, because we deserve a state that elects Democrats and Republicans and Independents. We deserve a state that elects leaders who will not tolerate the erosion of our values. Thank you.
And what's his closing argument? That people are too focused on COVID. He said this at one of his rallies. COVID, 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 he's complaining. He's jealous of COVID's media coverage.
COVID, COVID, COVID. That's all they talk about, the fake news. COVID, COVID, COVID. That's all they talk about.
If he had been focused on COVID from the beginning, cases wouldn't be reaching new record highs across the country this week. If we were focused on COVID now, the White House wouldn't be having its second outbreak in a month. The White House. Let me say this. I lived in the White House for a while. You know, it's a controlled environment. You can take some preventive measures in the White House to avoid getting sick, except this guy can't seem to do it. He's turned the White House into a hot zone.